Welcome back to Salee Field in Collinsville, America. The Mustangs are on the road tonight, and we are at halftime. They trail 20-7, and the Mustangs, I feel like, are just a grab or two away from really being in this game. There have been a couple of just missed opportunities, missed catches. The ball went through the receiver's hands in the red zone, and I feel like you connect on a couple of those. You're not down 20-7.
No, sir. No, sir. I feel like it's been more about us. Obviously, they're good. Competition's better. They're defending 5A champs for a reason. We got some big, good athletes. But it's been about us.
And we didn't get to talk about any of this. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize that we are audio only. We do thank you for being patient and staying with us and doing our best to be radio guys like the good old-fashioned days and describe it to you. We just got here at 4 o'clock and just ran into all kind of technical issues. And
yeah, I promise we tried, guys. We were here before 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so we've upgraded equipment. That's presented some challenges. Some of the old stuff doesn't like the new stuff, and so we're trying to figure all that out. The good news is next week we're at home. Claremore will be there, and it's our home, it's our Wi-Fi, it's our internet, and we can kind of make it all happen. Having said all that, we did not get to have our pregame show and just kind of talk about and set up tonight's scape. So the Mustangs had a scrimmage with Pryor and really did a good job.
Absolutely.
They really came out, performed well. I think the coaching staff, I think Coach Wagner, they were really happy. Yeah, could we be better? Were there mistakes? Absolutely. That's why they call it a scrimmage. And then last week on the road at Fort Gibson, you and Blake did an amazing job calling that last week. My apologies on not being able to be there. And the Mustangs, I was able to watch the second half, just put on a dominant performance and really just took that ball game when they came out about halfway through the third quarter and said, hey, this is ours. We're taking this and we're going to do what we want to. This is a lot different story, and I'll be honest with you. I'm just the radio guy tonight. I don't know how much longer this rivalry game goes. Collinsville is a 5A. They won a state championship last year. They are you drive through Collinsville to get to Oologah. It's growing on Highway 75. It's growing on 169. And, I mean, there's going to come a day where Collinsville may step into that. I haven't seen their numbers, but there may come a day they step into that 6A2 bracket, and you're asking a 4A to play up to a 6A2, and it just may not make sense for us. Having said that, that's what you have tonight. You've got a rivalry game. We've played it for decades, and Collinsville won 5A state championship last year. They have a big roster. I was walking past their linemen, and like you put our linemen and their receiver core together, that's what their numbers are. They just have more depth when it comes to that. Having said that, our ones, when they're on, can play with their ones. Our 2s and 3s probably have a little bit of a challenge, but if the Mustangs can come out and execute, talking with Coach Wagner, I think he felt comfortable with the game plan they had. They knew who they were watching. They knew they had to keep an eye on, and I think they felt hopeful coming in tonight. If you could jump out early on top of Collinsville, you would have an opportunity to make some noise. Well, you didn't. You dropped some passes. You let some things get away from you, and now you find yourself at halftime, they're down 20-7.
Absolutely, and it was 13-0 if you're just joining us before we ever got the ball. They marched down the field with some big plays on their first possession and then kind of did a coffin corner kick, if you will, and we mishandle it, and they jump on it, and it's 13-0.
Yeah.
Brent, before we ever get the ball. And then you mix in another turnover, so it probably could be worse, quite frankly. I think the coaching staff's in there. They're not panicked. They're just talking about execution and control us. Don't worry about them. Let's just go out and make the plays that are there because they've been there. We just got to execute better.
We really do apologize we don't have video. It's turned into a beautiful night to be in Northeast Oklahoma. This is what Friday Night Lights is all about. School's in session. Things are going. High school football's happening. The marching bands are making noise and making music. And I just look forward to the fall. I look forward to Friday nights where I have the opportunity to watch the Mustangs tell you about it, how they do. And so tonight we apologize you can't experience all of that, but we're doing our best just to kind of stream a little bit of some audio to you. So if you're sitting at home, you can kind of maybe put some AM static in here, make it sound like the good old days when you used to sit around and listen. I've listened to a lot of OSU football via the radio.
Old OU football.
Yep. Many moons ago, used to call some Oologah-Claremore football on 91.3 FM, where I started my radio career at Rogers State. And so just kind of a little nostalgic tonight, if you will. Blake Salt's around here somewhere. He's got a microphone. He's been down on the sidelines. Blake, your thoughts about the first half and how the Mustangs are faring?
I think when we played to our potential, we can go out and win this game in the second half. But I think we played in a lot of positions where we didn't take care of the opportunities that we were given, and we're losing first down, which is really hurting us bad. On defense, the Cardinals are gaining 7, 8, 9 yards on first down. That opens their entire playbook for second down. we're having to watch runs, screens, deep shots, everything on second down, and that's really hard for our defense. It's really hard for our coaches to plan and put our guys in the right spot because their entire playbook's open. So if we can win first, second down and force long third downs and force punts, and our defense do a little bit better job making tackles, we're sometimes fitting in the right spot where we're missing tackles. We've got to take the opportunity of when we get it for a tackle for loss in the backfield, we have to make those tackles. We just have to execute a little better on offense. We've had a few drop passes that could have been really big plays. We saw some flash of speed and athleticism from Ashton Wright there at the end. We got to ride on that wave. We got to get some holes open for him up the middle and control some clock. Joe's got to keep making good decisions, tucking the ball when he needs to, getting first downs, and pick his shots and hit them when he can.
Yeah, so they really wanted tonight to be able to establish some type of run game. They really did want Ashton to have a good night, or even the whole running back core to be able to do that. We've struggled a little bit. 15 carries for 48 yards rushing for the Mustangs. But the passing game, and you can play the what-if game, but the passing game's been a little bit more effective. JoJo's 5 of 9 with 109 yards passing. So that's where they've been able to move the ball. That's where they've been able to find success. I'll be honest with you, AJ and Jackson both have been able to beat their guy. They've been able to get some space, and we just weren't able to make the completion, get the ball in the end zone. But if you can get out of their head, if you can just get their chin up as they come out at halftime, guys, it's 0-0. Forget the 20-7. Go out there. We're going to play our game. We're going to call our plays and do that. I think if you can get another score in the third quarter, you give yourself a chance to do this. Now, Blake, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Game time temperature was 84, 85 degrees. It's nice and muggy out there. You've got to be concerned about fourth quarter energy management because this is where Collinsville has you. Their roster is just bigger. I have both of them. They just got more names on their roster. So managing that energy, your twos and even your threes at time are going to have to come in and give you a set of downs. They're going to have to come in and give you a play or two because a lot of our offensive linemen and defensive linemen, those guys are going both ways a lot. And so energy management is going to be a thing that we have to manage going into down the stretch in the fourth quarter. No, you got nothing. All right. We're going to take a quick timeout. We will be back with more right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, man. This is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're going to go out there and be an all-star caregiver. Cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You got to dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments, because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Show the world that you're tougher than tough. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
And Mama, how you feeling?
Great, and I'm ready for you today.
I'm checking in on ya. Morning meditation?
Check.
Dressed and ready to work out?
Check.
Check your blood pressure yet?
And check.
Boom! Great job, Mom. And about those gold earrings?
No, ma'am.
Now more than ever, it's important that we protect our hearts and the hearts of those we love. Monitor your blood pressure daily and help each other stay motivated. Rally your squad to take the online pledge at releasethepressure.org. Brought to you by the Release the Pressure Coalition and the Ad Council.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207, and go Mustangs!
Protect her home and family in a disaster. Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Welcome back to Lee Field. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg, along with Kevin Hogue. Blake Salt is in the mix as well. And we had all kinds of technical issues tonight. I know your YouTube's is not broken. It's actually, we just can't get enough internet out to actually stream our camera, so we're just trying to do it the old-fashioned way through radio broadcast. So we are about 30 seconds away from the second half getting underway. Going to take one more quick timeout, make a quick technical adjustment. We'll be back with more right after this.
Okay, man, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. Cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments, because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Show the world that you're tougher than tough. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
And Mama, how you feeling?
Great, and I'm ready for you today.
I'm checking in on ya. Morning meditation?
Check.
Dressed and ready to work out?
Check.
Check your blood pressure yet?
And check.
Boom! Great job, Mom. And about those gold earrings?
No, ma'am.
Now more than ever, it's important that we protect our hearts and the hearts of those we love. Monitor your blood pressure daily and help each other stay motivated. Rally your squad to take the online pledge at releasethepressure.org. Brought to you by the Release the Pressure Coalition and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. The second half is underway. The Collinsville Cardinals have kicked off to the Mustangs. They are going to take over first down. The ball spotted down about the 26-27 yard line. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg. No, your YouTubes are not broken. We're actually just having technical issues. Kevin Hogue is by my side. Blake Salt on the sideline. He's having issues, too, with audio, so we apologize. We're just trying to get it all kind of figured out tonight, and it's hot. It is hot.
Appreciate everyone sticking with us. We've got a big opportunity here for the Mustangs. We need to go down and get a score. Any points, really, but a touchdown would be huge and would shift the momentum. A little reverse. Good job there by some big Cardinals. We get it to our speedy receiver, Jackson Burchett, on a reverse. Looks like we're going to pick up one or two, and that's kind of been the story, Brent. We've had second and long. They've had second and short, or even
just grinding
big
it
gains
out.
on first down.
Some of the first half stats, Mustangs only picked up 48 yards and 15 rushes in the first half. As where Collinsville had 151 yards on 26 carries. So they were certainly a lot more dominant being able to run the ball when they wanted to. Coach Wagner wanted to run the ball tonight. It just hasn't been that effective. Joe got a little bit of time back to pass. Now he's being pressured, but he don't mind getting out of the pocket. Pass incomplete on the left side. Number 21, the intended receiver for the Mustangs.
And that was a good pass, honestly. Not a lot there. He throws it where it's either going to be completed or incomplete. It's not going to be picked off. He throws that high. Got a chance to get bad to get picked off. But a big third down. You come out of the half. You think you got something going, and third and long.
And I know when you see a quarterback, especially at high school level, start to run, your heart kind of like, uh-oh, here we go. But JoJo really is comfortable on the run. He's a baseball player, got an arm. He really is comfortable a little bit in the pocket. There, that play just blew up. Collinsville's able to get some pressure in number 43.
Number 10, Jack Keith, and number 43, Blake Gilkey. We continue to call Gilkey's number one of their big athletes for Cardinals.
Was able to get in the backfield and just blow that play up, put some pressure. I think the Mustangs going to lose about 12, 13 on that play. So just brings up a 4th down and long for the Mustangs, so the punt unit will be out on the field. Not how you wanted to start the second half. You wanted to give yourself an opportunity, slow the ball game down, get some first downs, and come answer. You put a touchdown on the board, the hole's not so deep.
That's
Punts
a good
away.
punt there.
Nice.
It's on the ground. He's able to get on it.
Number 4, the punt returner for Collinsville, Hudson Henslick, and it went through his arms. Mustangs were not able to recover, but they got there quickly. But he lost about 8 yards just through where he first touched the ball and where he started. So the ball spotted down about the 44-yard line.
And a good job by Nate. I mean, he's kicking basically from his own goal line, and now they're on their 45. So good job. Wanted to update everybody. We had some rain, had some cancellations for softball. The Lady Mustang softball team, we will play tomorrow at 2:30 and 5:30 at home. Like to see everybody out, support the Mustangs.
Softball tournament going on this weekend.
Seems like it rains every home softball
Well,
tournament.
you know what? We could have used that in the middle of August.
I was going to say, we could be in a drought.
And the softball tournament
The softball
comes along.
tournament.
Handoff around the left side. Number 43, the ball carrier for Collinsville. That's Gilkey. We've called his name a lot. He's going to pick up about 3 on the carry.
Yeah, maybe we need to schedule the softball tournament for like that first day you can play, like July something.
Boy, it was hot this summer. Whew. But I'm glad to have the Friday night lights on. Mustang Network back on the air. Unfortunately, our cameras are not working tonight, but the audio is. So I'm Jack Buck along with Mike you probably don't even get the reference to Cardinals baseball. So
I do.
Gilkey.
Oh, big collision there.
Up the left side, gain of about 7.
And we did a good job on first down there. Only gave them 2 yards on first down, even though they picked up kind of a chunk there. It's going to be 3rd and 2, and we got a chance to get a stop here and get off the field. And we need 3 and out. We did a good job last week of forcing 3 and outs on D, and haven't really done it tonight.
They've been able to run the ball pretty well tonight, so the Mustangs are in the box. There's a lot of guys. Quarterback's just going to keep it. They got a hand on him, but just could not bring him down until he gets across the chain line. So that'll move the chains. First down and 10. He picked up about 3 and only needed 2.
Yeah, just a good job there. Lots to read for the defense. They got, multiple people in motion, faking the handoff, and he's kept that a high percentage of the time. But why wouldn't you when you're able to pick up first downs?
First down and 10 for the Cardinals. They're moving left to right on your screen that you can't see. 9:04 left to play in the third quarter. Mustangs trail 20-7. Cardinals are driving.
Big collision there.
Handoff up the left side. Actually going to lose a yard.
That was one of the first times I've seen our defensive line really stack their linemen up. He actually ran into the back of one of his offensive linemen, and that's big Colin Schrader pushing his guy back into the backfield and just winning the line of scrimmage, just saying not today, not this play. Great job. 2nd and 11.
Energy management going to be a big thing. Nice, hot, humid September night. Collinsville's got a little bit deeper roster. 2 receivers to the far side. There's nobody on the wide side of the field. They love the screenplay, but going deep this time. Pitch and catch, number 23. He's going to go all the way into the end zone. He got ahead, got that step on our defender, Zach Stein, for the
They kind of run that like fake quick bubble screen look, and they've done it a few times, and we have bid every time. And they've, I don't know, Blake, they probably ran that bubble screen, kind of outside screen, probably 10, 12 times. And so we're biting hard on it, trying to run up and make the play, and he was wide open.
Yeah, they've run it 2 or 3 times. And the thing about that bubble screen, they run it into their sideline every single time. It's kind of set up all the same way. And they actually ran that play in the first quarter, the exact same play. And the quarterback just overthrew it. We got lucky.
Yes.
That was a should have been touchdown. That was even more wide open there. We tried to bracket it over the top with the safety and just wasn't in the right spot.
The Cardinals will pad a 20-point lead. It's 27-7. They did miss a PAT earlier in the game. If you're wondering how did the odd scoring take place. And so with 8:17 left to play in the third quarter, the Mustangs get the ball back, have an opportunity. Just calm down a little bit. If you can get your passing game to connect, you've got some opportunity, you got some weapons. Coaches are kind of putting their arms around guys like, hey, get your head up. We're just getting started in the season.
I got a chance to talk to Joe, and I just told him, hey, man, just keep making good decisions. You just got to lead your team. You're not out of this game. It's not so far in a hole that you got to be desperate and start taking big drastic shots down the field and just kind of throw it all over the place. You've got to still make good decisions and just connect with what the defense is giving you.
41. Tyler Attaway set to kick it away for the Cardinals. Mustangs have 3 guys back deep. They're standing about the 11-yard line.
Kind of a high end-over-end kick. Going to be taken by Burchett.
That's Burchett. They'll knock him out of bounds.
Late
a little
hit.
bit late out of bounds, too. Not sure we're going to see any laundry attached to that.
What? And he's immediately calling for help.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's just a cramp. Looks like it perhaps is. But, guys, how is that not a leg hit?
I know it's on the far sideline. You can't tell, obviously, because you're looking at a black screen, but he really did look like he was a step or two out of bounds, and a guy just came in with a late hit. Burchett, one of the speedsters on this roster, you sure would hate to lose him. And once that leg starts cramping, once that first cramp kind of happens, man, it just seems to nag you for the rest of the night.
Yeah, you're not going to probably get over it. You're probably not just going to cramp once, especially with a quarter and a half left. He's probably going to continue to have issues. They're going to, they have lots of weapons down there to combat that, from pickle juice to different things. But
yeah, they're going to get some hydration in him. Mustangs come out, first down and 10, balls at the 30-yard line. Mustangs send 2 receivers to the far side. Streeter will be alone here on the wide side of the field as Mustangs move right to left. Joe's just going to hand it off. Man, we've just not been able to get around that corner.
No, we haven't. They've done a good job of forcing us wide, and that gives time when you're not running north and south for the rest of the defense to rally to the ball, and the Cardinals have done a good job of that tonight. Credit to them.
Ashton Wright was the ball carrier. Gained about a yard, so that'll bring up second down and 9. 7:50 left to play in the third quarter. As the Mustangs kind of taking a little tempo. You guys can a slower tempo is what I meant to say. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. You got a man in motion. They're just going to run it up the middle. Going to find a gap. Going to get to the first down.
He's going to dive. I think he's going to be
they're going to call him a little bit short.
He was. That's a good spot. But a good job by that young man, and he dove to get within that yard. You can see, like to still see that fight in the Mustangs.
Ball spotted the 39-yard line. So that will bring up third down and 1 for the Mustangs. It's a big third down. Big third down. You want to put some big guys in there. You want to push that through, whatever it takes to pick up this first down, because you don't want to go a 3 and out.
No, down 27-7, that would be a backbreaker. We need to keep pushing the ball down the field.
Nope,
not going to get
him in the backfield. Handoff. He tried to dance around in the back just a little bit. There was not there. Yeah, and I think he did. I think he – maybe they're going to say forward momentum. So it's 4th down and 1.
We're going. Wagner nodded it. He said go. I think it's just that point of the game. Yep. And it's just over 6 minutes left in the third quarter, 27-7. We haven't shown an ability to stop them. 4th and a yard. 4th and looks like half a yard.
You got your big boys on the line. Got a tight end in there as well. 2 receivers. Joe's going to keep it, go around right. Got a receiver. Got the first down.
Good job there by Joe. That's kind of a run-pass option. He has the chance to tuck it, but he's running to the wide side of the field. H-back Gavin Salt was there.
And Blake taught him how to run that route.
No doubt.
Yeah. I mean, I think they were young boys in the backyard with
it's good to have
stick in the dirt and you go this way.
It's good to have Gavin fully back this week. He played defense only last week. Hadn't had a lot of practice time under his belt.
Handoff right side. He's got some room. Going to get knocked out of bounds. Looks like a gain of about 7 on the carry. Number 21 for the Mustangs. Called his name a lot tonight. That's Ashton Wright. We need Ashton to have a good second half.
No doubt. Didn't really get on track or on pace the way he did last week. You can see him wearing the red face mask. That's given to the designee, who played with great effort and great heart.
Had 8 yards in the first half. Spark plug is really what Coach Wagner referred to him as. A little bit of pressure on Joe.
Middle screen, and we just kind of threw it.
No gain on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. 5:26 left to play in the third quarter. Mustang faithful have traveled well tonight. Your YouTube's not broken if you're just joining us. We are streaming audio only tonight. Apologize about that. Next Friday night, we will be in full force. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the near. Joe with shotgun under a little bit of pressure. He's going to scramble. He's looking deep. Got it, guy.
Oh.
And they're not going to call pass interference while he was tackling A.J. Streeter. And Darren Wagner is at the 30-yard line on the field wanting a call.
Did look like he played the man and didn't play the ball, but they're going to say mutual combat. 4th and a little over a yard. We went for it last time where Wagner said, of course, we're going, and that was a good take. He was there. Ball maybe hung up a little longer than he would have wanted, allowed the defender to catch up, but 4th and a long yard
So
here.
the defender was between the end zone and the receiver with his arms around him, literally taking the receiver down as the ball made contact. So one of those could have gone either way. Handoff right up the middle. He's going to get it. First down and 10 for the Mustangs. So twice in this possession, we've gone for it on first down, and twice the Mustangs have picked up that first down.
And I like that. We put it on the offensive line, and Nate Morrow said, hey, we need to go get this first down on the ground up the middle, and we did.
Mustangs are looking to the sideline for
Hoisington subs in for Streeter. Streeter going to get a drink of water.
2 receivers to the near side of the field. Joe's going to keep it. Had a little bit of a seam, but then a linebacker came up. He'll pick up about 2 on the play.
Again, a good job by the Cardinals. Looked like there was a little bit of a seam there, Brent, but, man, that closed quick. That was a designed run. Joe did a good job last week. I think he was right at 100 yards, Brent, on the ground.
Had a great night. He was actually one of the Tulsa World, like you could vote for him to be one of the players of the week. Had some incredible stats. It was fun to talk about him on radio this past week. Joe's going to miss his man. It's one of those that, man, if that would have connected, there was nothing but end zone between him and Braxton Davis. But he just overthrew him a little bit. 3rd down and 7 for the Mustangs.
Had 2 guys.
In that area, yeah.
Davis and Hoisington behind their defenders, and the ball was almost kind of in between them.
And that's where I say if we've been able in the first half, if we could have connected some of those passes, the score wouldn't reflect the way it is. And a couple of those went through the hands. It's stuff you got to work on. You're not in district play yet. This is a rivalry game. We've played Collinsville for decades. But it's also a good opportunity to see areas you got to work on. Streeter with the screen. He's going to pick up about 4, so it's going to be a 4th down and 1 situation.
Coach Wagner signaling 4th and 2, and we're going to go for it. No hesitation here.
They're going to bring Jackson Burchett in.
Short 2, long 1. It's all the same.
3rd time on this possession, the Mustangs have gone for it on 4th down. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field, which is the far side. You've got Streeter, Braxton Moore to this side of the field. Nate Morrow in the backfield. Joe going to change the play at the line. Shotgun snap. Hand it off up the middle. Got the
big hole.
Big hole. He's going to go 5-7 yards. First down and 10 for the Mustangs. And the Mustangs are driving. It may take all 4 downs, but they're driving.
It doesn't matter. You got 4 downs to get it, and a good job there of execution. And you see that sometimes they almost did like a run blitz there on 4th and a long yard. And, man, Nate saw the big hole, and he put his head down and got about 10, let's say.
27-7, 3:27 as the clock ticks away. Left in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs have the ball down the 25-yard line. First down at 10. Handoff up the right side.
Big collision there. 43 again, Gilkey, senior running back linebacker for Collinsville. He's having himself a night.
Nate Morrow, the ball carrier, picked up a yard. 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs. 2:59, 2:58 as the clock ticks away in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs trail 27-7. But they're knocking on the door. Shotgun snap for JoJo. Cross the middle. Got Braxton Moore.
A short gain of about 2 or 3.
No, I think he was, maybe so. It's hard to see from this angle.
Be 3rd down either way. 3rd and
maybe 3rd and 3.
Long 3. That was a nice little quick slant there by Braxton Moore.
3rd and 3. Mustangs trying to go tempo. Had a defender running off the field. They could have picked up 5 if they would have snapped it, but Joe didn't catch it. 3rd down and 3. Man in motion. Joe's in the backfield alone by himself. Going to keep it up the right side. Oof. Hit hard on the right side.
Big hit and driven into the ground by
number 2
for
Collinsville.
He's their quarterback, outside linebacker, Caden Rush, senior quarterback, outside linebacker. Big collision. It's going to be 4th and a short 3. Again, is this number 4 on the drive?
This is the 4th time we've gone on for it on 4th down. 1:50 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Streeter and Braxton Moore to the wide side of the field, which is the near side. You got Jackson Burchett on the far side of the field. Joe going to keep it to go to the left side. And I think he got it. They're going to move the chains. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Great job. He just put his head down there and was determined.
He was going to
get it by a lot, but he
took a big shot right there. I don't know if you guys can tell it from up in the booth. That was a big hit.
Ball is spotted down to the 14-yard line. 4 receivers for the Mustangs, sending running back out in motion. Joe going to keep it again around the left side. He's down to the 10, down to the 5, knocked out of bounds about the 5, maybe 4-yard line.
Going to get shoved out of bounds. Coach Snowball calling in a different package here. Ball is going to be on the 8-yard line. 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3, yep, between the 7 and the 8-yard line. Mustangs can still get a first down. Handoff up the right side. He's down to about the 4-yard line. Should be enough for a first down.
Again, from our vantage point,
it's really hard to tell.
Man, it looked like he had a hole there, but it closed quick. Number 71, Jake Thomas, senior O-line defensive end, was there with a big hit.
First down and goal for the Mustangs. We're not in a real tall press box. It's basically like sitting in the bleachers trying to watch what's going on the far end of the field. So it's first and goal for the Mustangs. 52 seconds left to play in the third quarter. They trail 27-7 as the clock is ticking. Mustangs with a big package. Joe going to go around the left side. Just going to play the speed game. Looking for the corner, and he's in. Stampede, touchdown, Mustangs.
Nice job there executing and really just pushing the pile. Proud of the guys there in the fight. 41 seconds left. We're getting ready to try to make
They have found something on that left side. There's a couple of 4th down and shorts that Joe was able to just get a step on that right side of the line, if you will, and just get enough.
Yeah, if you can get the angle and put your head down, you're going to get that 3-4 yards, and that's what he did there, and that's all we needed. And if we can get an extra point, guys, we're going to be within 13. Plenty of time left.
41 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Good job by Nate.
PAT is up, and it's good. 27-14. Going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
And Mama, how you feeling?
Great, and I'm ready for you today.
I'm checking in on you. Morning meditation?
Check.
Dressed and ready to work out?
Check.
Check your blood pressure yet?
And check.
Boom! Great job, Mom. And about those gold earrings?
No, ma'am.
Now more than ever, it's important that we protect our hearts and the hearts of those we love. Monitor your blood pressure daily and help each other stay motivated. Rally your squad to take the online pledge at releasethepressure.org. Brought to you by the Release the Pressure Coalition and the Ad Council.
It might be warm, but it feels good to be back in the football stadium on a Friday night lights. Hello, everybody. Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue. Blake Salt on the sideline. No, your YouTubes is not broken. We are just had some technical issues and only able to stream audio only. Mustangs were just able to drive the field, had to use 4 4th down and shorts to keep the drive alive, but they put 7. Joseph Griswold put it in the end zone for the touchdown. So the Mustangs are set and ready to kick it away. Jackson Burchett will do the kicking duties.
Deep kick.
Back to about the 7-yard line. Collinsville will take it. He's going to run it. Number 43 for Collinsville, Gilkey. We've called his name a lot tonight. I want to say a thanks to a lot of our sponsors. Chalkline Insurance Agency. Coach Jason Brown is in the insurance game. Local guy. Give him a call and find him on Facebook. He's been sponsoring our Student Spotlight of the Week. JoJo Griswold was actually our spotlight this week, unfortunately, because of our IT issues. Not able to play that. Appreciate Chalkline Insurance.
We'll get that played on the website and Facebook for sure next week. Appreciate him. As you know, Monday's a holiday, 4-day week. I do know football will be back in action on Monday with some game planning and some practice.
No rest for the weary in football season. Number 4, kind of an end around, and he's got some space. You're going to need a speedster to catch him, and I don't know if we got it.
No.
Maybe got an angle, but I don't think Joe's going to be able to catch him.
No, he did.
Knocked him out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Whew, Joe saved 6 points.
Great hustle there, basically 75 yards of running. And, again, multiple missed tackles in the hole. We were there. It's not that we're not there. It's just we're not able to make the play for whatever reason tonight.
And I don't want to make excuses, but at some point you have to chalk some of those missed tackles up to fatigue. You're just tired. Number 10, their big guy. He will carry it in the end zone, put 6. They will quickly answer the Mustangs touchdown. That's Jack Keith for the touchdown for Collinsville, and they will answer quickly. With 15 seconds left in the third quarter, they put another 6 on the board. Boy, that you felt like you were making some progress. You felt like, hey, we got a chance if we can get some turnovers, if the ball would bounce our way in the fourth quarter, maybe we could get ourselves back in this. And then just 2 plays later, and the Cards put 6 on the board. PAT is up, and it's good. Take a quick timeout. I'll be back more right after this.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207. And go Mustang!
Welcome back to Salee Field in the heart of Collinsville, America. The 2022 Oologah Mustangs on the road tonight. They had a scrimmage at Pryor. Things went well on the road last week at Fort Gibson. You had some friendly wager on the line.
Yes, sir.
Did you put any pressure on the guys like, hey, I don't want to wear no Fort Gibson shirt?
We had that talk. Obviously, we did a couple of years ago with Claremore, and the boys did a good job. They were fired up. Credit to Mr. Pemberton. He sent me a picture on Monday. He was wearing blue and gold.
He kept his word.
Told me to look good. And he said the only blue and gold he liked was sausage. So, and I can't argue that, but he looked good in blue. I told him he didn't have a hard time getting it off.
So the Cards will kick it away. Mustangs will return about 12 yards. Number 21, Ashton Wright, on the return for Oologah. They're going to spot it down about the 37-yard line. Blake, what's the temperature of the team? What's the attitude? That last quick touchdown from Collinsville just kind of took a little bit of momentum out of your lungs.
Yeah, you guys mentioned it. It really kind of felt like we were starting to make progress, like maybe some momentum was going to swing to us, and that one really felt it's kind of like a dagger in the heart. It was kind of like, man, just as soon as you feel like you're starting to get a step up and they come back and answer in 2 plays.
Anxious to see how we respond. We had a good drive last time on offense. We were able to string together some positive plays.
Hand off to Nate Morrow up the middle. Going to gain maybe a yard. Mustangs just have not been able to find the run game tonight the way they wanted to. They really wanted to establish that line of scrimmage, and it just hasn't been there. Maybe you can hear the siren in the back. That's the end of the third. Mustangs trail 34-14 on the road at Collinsville. Going to take a quick timeout. I'll be back with more right after this.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Welcome back, Salee Field. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Mustangs trail 34-14 on the road tonight in Collinsville, a rivalry game that's been played for decades. I want to thank some of our sponsors like Raising Cane's. Great sponsor for Mustang Athletics, popular chicken finger brand with a focus on community support. Mustangs, second down. Handoff going to come right. Maybe fall forward for a yard or so. Going to bring up a long 3rd down and 7.
And again, number 71, Jake Thomas for Collinsville, just making plays. Senior offensive, defensive lineman, stacking up our offensive line and fighting off and making the tackle.
Mustangs have been committed to the run. They want to be able to establish that. The passing game's been a little more effective. Some big plays. JoJo's been able to connect with some guys. Expect to see a pass. 4 receivers on the field, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Joe back. Got a little bit of time. Now he's going to have to scramble. He'll be knocked down. Gain of a couple on the play. 11:20 left to go in the ball game. Clock continues to tick. And you will see probably the punt unit come in. 4th down and 5. So that's a big ask.
Yeah, it's a big ask. Again, that last drive against us probably did it. You don't want to give them anything cheap. You want to keep fighting. And they have been fighting. You want to keep fighting and make them earn it.
Play clock at 11 and counting.
Nice high punt there. Goes to the ground to get a good, nice job by number 4, Hudson Henslick, junior wide receiver, going to the ground to make the catch.
Called his name a couple times tonight. Nate Morrow punting duties for the Mustangs, and he'll just stay on as the defense comes out. Collinsville will take over. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line as they're moving from right to left. Mustangs are at home next Friday night. It's going to be quite the pomp and fanfare. It's our National Guard game of the week.
Yeah.
And I got some fun stuff planned.
Always love the fun jerseys. I know the kids like it. We have a great relationship with the National Guard. We have a rich history of Oologah graduates serving our country through various
Quarterback
branches.
keep around the right side. Mustangs not able to really get much hands on him, so he's going to gain about 7. Words are hard tonight. It's hot.
It's warm.
I have sweated out all of my abilities to effectively communicate.
Second and a long 3, though. See if we can step up and make a play. And they haven't turned the ball over. We have 2. That's also a story in the game. If we could come up with a turnover here.
So a moment ago, their center stepped out. The rest of the line comes, and then once they go, they go. Like, they don't think about it. They just go. Handoff up the middle, number 3.
Gilkey again. That's 43.
43, correction. First
yeah,
down and
they've
10.
done that quick huddle a few times where they huddle short, and they usually come out in a very tight formation, and it's been run every time they've done that. And it's been on short-to-go situations.
Coach Wagner also helped calling defensive plays this year, kind of some coaching transition. Ethan Rowe was our defensive coordinator last year, got a incredible opportunity to go coach at Bigsby. Saw their efforts last week as they just kind of dominated Owasso. Kind of expect Bigsby to be the big daddy in 6A1 now as they've moved up a class.
They were spanking somebody at half. I looked at the score. I can't remember who it was, though.
I think that was almost a wildcat to number 23. Zach Stein around the right side, going to pick up about 23 yards. At this point, you guys just look fatigued.
Running out of a little bit of a steam here. 9:19, clock counting, 34-14, Collinsville.
Excited to be home next weekend. Mustangs have also done some renovation on our press box, and excited to kind of get to plug things in and use it at home. Shout out to Rick Fisher. Spent a lot of his summer over there with a drill in his hand. I think Collinsville is going to have to take a timeout.
We called timeout.
We called timeout. Yeah, well, the play clock was almost gone, so I thought as soon as it was Collinsville, then I realized that Darren didn't like what he saw, so he called a timeout. 8:54 left to go in the ball game. Collinsville on top, 34-14.
And again, we're young. We got a lot of kids playing for the first time, and so we're not taking any plays off. We're coaching every chance we get. Improvement, maybe less about today and more about tomorrow, if you will.
Keep in mind, Collinsville is coming off a state championship
undefeated.
run.
They were really good.
Yeah, they had a record-breaking team last year, and so when your culture becomes that, those younger guys, even though they may not be on the field at every snap, that expectation is we're going to win. You just sometimes have to know how to win in tight situations. So kudos to our neighbors to the south at Collinsville. Congratulations on their big 5A state championship last year. Tonight they're our rivals. The ball's on the 25-yard line. It's first down and 10. Hear the Stallion Battalion in the background. They're getting their marching show. It's competition season for them as well.
Yes, sir. They've been practicing really hard. I know on Tuesday nights they practice from 4 to 8 in the stadium.
It's not cold either.
They get after it. No, it is not.
Quick snap from the Cardinals. Man in motion. And they're just going to run it. Quarterback's going to keep it right up the middle. Pick up a couple. And they're going to run it until we can't stop them. I mean, that's basically what they're saying. We feel like we have the game under control. We're just going to run it until you say don't. Especially when you're in the red zone. Don't necessarily want to risk,
pick six, something silly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think at the end of the night, the disparity in running yardage is going to be pretty eye-opening.
Pretty different, yeah.
Yeah.
Mustangs have had some success in the passing game, but if you can't run it, it kind of makes you one-dimensional. Handoff right
Good
up
job
the
there
middle.
by Nate.
Yep, Nate Morrow will make the stop. Maybe a small gain on the play.
That's one thing I will say. I saw it last week, and I've seen it this week. We don't hang our heads. We play hard, still play hard. I think that's going to bode well for us in the future. Obviously, tonight looks like we're going to come up a little bit short, but if we get down to 4A and playing our guys, I think we're going to see an outstanding Mustang football team.
I think Coach Wagner's still fired up. I spent about an hour with him Thursday morning, and he's excited. He's excited about the talent we bring. You're playing a state champion from last year, a class bigger than you. I know it's a rivalry game, but it's a big deal. Play clock at 4. They're trying to quick snap. Barely going to get it away. Wildcat around the right side.
Big collision there.
I don't think he got it.
A.J. Streeter coming up from the safety position and hitting it. They're going to signal first down.
Such a weird angle from here, folks. I apologize, but it's kind of a weird angle that we're seeing.
Yeah, we're only about 10 feet off the ground here. So.
And I'm trying to watch an official walk out, and it was actually the guy on the far side that gave him the first down. So
clock continues to run. No, there. Guess he got out of bounds. My bad.
Ball is marked down at the 14-yard line. Mustangs are not in school on Monday. It's
We
Labor Day.
Don't show up Monday. Doors will be locked.
Monday.
Little quick jet sweep here. Going to break a
He'll
tackle.
get into the end zone. Number 4, the ball carrier. Hudson Henslick broke a tackle.
Going to be interested to see. I know broken tackles were an area of concern and something that they worked hard to clean up or wanting to clean up this week. And once again, will be high on the priority list for Coach Wagner.
7:08 left to play in the ball game. Collinsville lined up to put their point after attempt. Ball down, kick on the way. It's up. He missed one earlier, but that one will be good. They climb out on top, 41-14. It's kind of getting busy season around the high school hallways.
Absolutely. Lots of stuff firing up. I know Mrs. Dinslow's been getting going on the one-act play. That'll be here before you know it. We're hosting there. Student Council is hosting fall districts there at the high school. We're having our Breaking Down the Walls event again. That'll be not next week, but the next, if you will. When we did kind of full court with Lizzie Hoisington, she mentioned that as a highlight of her high school career. Ironically, I participated and was in her small group, if you will, as a group of 10. And it was an amazing event, something that we wanted to bring back. So,
well, both Kellogg kids spoke very highly of it. Like at dining room dinner table time, they would talk about the just the experience that they had. Blake, you were still in school when we did that way back in the day.
Yes, sir, I was. That's a super cool experience. It really brought, you could tell it brought our faculty together. It brought us as a student body together. It was really cool also to get to talk to people who you don't normally get a chance to talk to sometimes, and it really allows you to branch out and be in a safe space, be able to do so. It's great for our student body.
Ag's cranking up. I know
showing season's going on.
Showing season, agri-science projects. They were doing an Ag 2 entomology project. So the fun never stops, if you will. We've had some participation in cross country, but this year we have a dedicated coach. Brought that back. Some might say, well, why not? Well, school our size, we do everything, but there's only one sport we don't do, and that's slow pitch softball. It makes it complicated. Whew. Coach Owens is doing a good job there. We had the champion, 4 kids finish in the top 20, and I think our champion broke the course record.
Yeah.
So Clint Stapleton doing a good job.
Excited to see how this season plays out for him. Cardinals have kicked off to the Mustangs.
7:04. Right now you're just trying to build some success, build some execution, build for next week.
Let's not get anybody hurt.
Yeah, it's been relatively clean, I think, in terms of
injuries. Yep. Had a couple of cramping
wood
here and there. Empty backfill for Joe. Oh.
Thankfully he drops it.
He dropped that. He was looking for number 21. That's Ashton Wright. And, man, Ashton just didn't turn around in time to see it because I think he could have cut in front of that defender and grabbed that. There were 2 guys in the area.
No harm, no foul. Second down, 10.
Second down at 10. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side. The Mustangs move left to right. Joe's going to keep it around the left side. Nope. He's going to drop back, throw it out of bounds. Live another day. Third down and 10. Coming up, 6:52. The clock will stop because it's an incomplete pass. It's warm night in Collinsville.
A little toasty. Also, scheduled prom. I know that's high on everybody's list. April 1st.
All right, let's go.
Prom. I'm going to have to pull up to see. Mrs. Deffenbaugh does a great job.
Joe under a little bit of pressure, but going to get away from it. He's going to get there. That's where the spot is. Looks like they're going to give him the first down. Joe Griswold make a first down happen on his feet. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
I know it's not a huge play as far as yardage, but that's a huge play as far as Joe's decision-making and his just development, talking about getting better week to week. We've seen him try to force some stuff downfield, and that's great to see him being coachable and realizing I've got yards to gain and go get a first down.
And off up the left side. Ashton Wright on the carry. Looks like they're going to give him maybe a yard. It's been tough sledding for our run game tonight. 6:27. The clock continues to tick. Left in the fourth quarter. 41-14. Cardinals on top tonight.
Looking forward to Claremore at home next week.
Last time we played Claremore,
Great game.
we snuck out a win.
Feverish comeback.
Our district has changed a little bit. We'll be talking about that throughout the season, I'm sure. We'll be seeing some different faces.
Yeah, one of those is Cushing. They were big time on top. They're one of the favorites to perhaps win.
Nate Morrow up the middle, going to carry a couple of defenders to pick up about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 5. 5:40 as the clock continues. It's 5:30 left to play. Shotgun snap. How about that? In and out of his hands. Brad Hoisington. Unable to bring it down. Brings up 4th down and 6. I think the Mustangs will punt it away with 5:17 left to go. Number 4 back for Collinsville. Set to receive, Hudson Henslick. Coach Wagner's going to call timeout. Blake, what's that about?
We didn't have enough guys on the field. We had to pull something on the sideline. 5 seconds left clock. We just didn't have enough time to get set.
So we will call timeout to fix it. 5:17 left to play, 41-14. Mustangs will be at home next weekend. It's the National Guard game of the week as Claremore will come to town. Yet another rivalry game. For decades, the Mustangs have had some of these rivalry games with Skytook and Collinsville and Claremore. Could probably even throw Dewey, kind of a neighboring school. And just kind of fun to watch these rivalries continue. Tonight, looks like the Cardinals going to get the best of us, 41-14. Apologize if there's not been video tonight, just some IT issues. We are going to get it all worked out. We're at home next week. Get to play in our own living room. So Mustangs set to punt it away. Oh, bopped the snap, but no, Collinsville didn't put any pressure. He had all day back there really to deal with that. But, hey, it's going to take a Mustang bounce, and it's going to roll down inside the 10-yard line down to about the 6. Blake, I think luck just helped you out there.
Yeah, he actually made a really great punt. It spiraled, looked great in the air, took a good bounce. We're lucky they didn't bring any pressure. We would have been a little bit more duress if Collinsville would have brought any pressure. But good job by Nate recovering from a mistake and making a good punt.
The guy that was back kind of saw it all fall apart, and then I think the ball maybe even surprised him, so he just let it go, and it took a good Oologah bounce. They have spotted it down about the 8-yard line. Cardinals will take over 1st and 10. Play clock at 21 and counting. 5 minutes left on the game clock. And Collinsville came out with one guy too many. Now there's some confusion. They got to figure it out. If he don't get careful, he's going to cost a penalty. Hand off up the middle. Not much there, and Mustangs are going to bring him down. Number 25 for the Mustangs, Ty Cherry, helped stop that. Clock will continue to run. 5:42 left to play. 4:36, 4:35, 21 on the play clock. No gain on the play, so it's 2nd down and 10 for the Cardinals. They've got a big line in there. Expect a run up the right side. Not much there. Left side of our line was able to get it done. Number 27 will get in, and that's Gavin Salt getting by the shoestrings and bring him down. Looks like no gain, 3rd down and 10. .355 and counting. Mustangs will pack it up and head home and get ready for Claremore next week. No school on Monday, but you know they'll be preparing and watching films. They scout ahead just a little bit. Got a lot of work this week ahead of them. 2 seconds left to play. I don't think they're going to get it off. Yep, they're not. So if they're going to call a timeout, stop the clock at 3:36. So, Blake, you're around practice a little bit. Some coaching changes this year. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Ethan Rowe had an opportunity to go down to Bigsby. I believe had a relative down there that he was coaching with. So we've kind of shuffled some things a little bit, added some stuff to the roster. Talk to us about what you know has transitioned on the coaching staff.
I know that we've got Coach Noble, a great addition. He was a big-time player for the UCO Broncos back in the day. He's calling our offensive plays, so Coach Wagner's transitioned over to defense. We're running a similar defense to what we've done with 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers. Sometimes we'll roll 4 down linemen, go to 3 backers. It just kind of depends. We're pretty flexible in our defensive packages. That's pretty cool. But Coach Wagner's calling the defensive plays. We've got Coach Noble calling the offensive plays.
3rd down and 10. They're going to send 2 in motion for the Cards in a shotgun snap. They like eye candy. A lot of times they go the direction the motion goes. There's nothing there. He's going to pick up maybe a yard just on momentum, but that'll bring up 4th down. Cards haven't punted a lot tonight, but I would anticipate with 3:22 and counting, they'll probably send out their punt team, so the Mustangs will have a chance to do something. Coach Wagner pretty fired up about the potential with this defense when I met with him. He's pretty energized, excited about just the different talent they have and the versatility. He feels like they're a year more mature than what they had last year. He's deeply involved in that. They're going to burn as much time off the clock as they can. Really not much there. It's actually going to take a Mustang bounce and bounce back to the 10-yard line. So was that what, a net of 2 yards, Blake?
It wasn't a whole lot. It took a terrible bounce. It wasn't a great punt. It kind of went just straight up in the air off to the right a little bit and took a good bounce for his Mustangs. We'll have good field position.
Mustangs have an opportunity. They'll start this possession with 2:38 in their own red zone. You know, the ball game's out of hand. It's 41-14. Cardinals on top. But you got an opportunity here to kind of execute, get a score on the board.
Yeah, this is kind of one of those opportunities that it's not really about the score on the scoreboard. It's more about, like you said, executing as an offense and doing what your assignment is and getting this right just for weeks going forward.
So 2:38 left to play in the ball game. It is 1st and goal from the 10. Mustangs will send a man in motion. And they're going to take it all the way in. Is that a direct snap? Almost a Wildcat to number 21?
Yes, sir. Wildcat with Ashton Wright.
So good for Ashton. He'll get some yardage and get a touchdown on his record book tonight. Mustangs will put 6 on the board and come out and try the PAT. I like it. I like the creativity of that play. just opened up that left seam. We've had trouble running the ball tonight, and offensive line just to control the line of scrimmage, got it in. The PAT is down. Ball's up, and it's good. So the Mustangs trail 41-21.
Interesting to see if Coach Wagner will also take the opportunity here to go and do something on a kickoff, work on some type of onside kick or short pooch kick to try to get our guys underneath it.
What do you got to lose? I'm saying, and
Right.
you never know. You never know when you're going to be on the road at Catoosa, down by 3 with 2 minutes left to play. What do you? I mean, Collinsville's got this in the bag. It's 41-21. There's 2:32 left to play. It's not that you're trying an onside kick to try to come back and win the ball game, but it just is an opportunity for your hands, guys. This is not a district game, so it wouldn't have any bearing on your playoffs in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I mean, it goes against your total season win-loss record. Why not? We talked on Thursday morning about kind of that risk versus reward, and he likes to take risks as long as it's somewhat a measured risk. Official's going to stop the play. I don't know if there was a timeout.
I think we had. I think somebody got in front. You can't cross that line where the ball is being kicked before the ball is kicked. I think we had some guys go too fast. Just like I said, we're talking about coaching, and what do you have to lose? This is a good opportunity to work on that because honestly, it's not like that penalty really hurts us, and we get a learning experience from that.
Never know when you're going to need it, and that's a tool you want in your tool bag in case you find yourself in a close game. And this is the best form of practice you have. I mean, it just is. You're at the full speed of a game, the full impact of full pads and full helmets, and so this is the best form of practice you have to prepare for some of those moments. Official's going to come on the field. And I think we set the ball on the wrong yard line. I think we went 10 instead of 5. So the Mustangs will come up to the 35-yard line. I'm curious to see if they're going to kick it away. It looks like he's going to. Oop. Just kind of a pooch kick to the left side of the field. Gilkey will take it, try to make something happen. Going to have a return about 7 yards. That'll put the ball at the 45-yard line. The Cardinals, with 2:27 left to play, will take over first down and 10. Great crowd on hand. Some of the fans from both sides are starting to filter out just a little bit. Student section is fired up. Kind of a big push for the Mustang family is that our students show up softball games, volleyball games, and it's worked. We've had good student section at volleyball, softball games, and obviously here tonight they're here on Friday Night Lights to cheer on the Mustangs. It's been hard. So one of the things about this season that seems kind of nice, it's the first season that COVID hadn't been the dominant conversation. Shotgun snap for the Cardinals. Quarterback's going to run it to the right, got some room. Number 3 for the Mustangs, knock him out of bounds. It's Bo Barrett. That'll move the chains. First down and 10 for Collinsville. Thought he knocked him out, but he stayed inbound, so the clock will continue to run. 2:15 left to play. Mustangs trail 41-21. Two minutes. Collinsville is just going to take their time. They've got 7 seconds on the play clock. May actually even take a timeout here. They will. So 1:51 left to play. Collinsville is going to take a timeout. Or is that us? Blake, was that us that took the timeout? I think it was us.
It might have been. I know Collinsville just subbed in their freshman quarterback.
Yeah.
I saw him actually play last night in the freshman game. He's got a bright future ahead of him. I saw him. He was kind of slinging it around, threw quite a few really nice deep passes down the field, hitting his guys, and he's a pretty good runner. So Collinsville's got a bright future ahead of him. That kid's just a freshman, so you're looking at possibly a 3-year starter for you.
You saw the Mustangs, the younger Mustangs, in action last night as well.
Yes, it's always good to see the upcoming talent and those guys, and they're flying around and having fun on Thursday nights. It's always great to see those young guys.
All right, 1:51 left to play in the ball game. First down and 10. Cardinals come out kind of a big set like they may possibly run it. They have run it a lot. Number 34 around the right side. They'll knock him out of bounds, which will stop the clock. That's Blake Gilkey. We've called his name a lot tonight. No, excuse me, I'm sorry. That's Bryson Thomas. So they're playing some of their twos. Some younger guys getting some snaps. 1:35, the clock continues to run. Two receivers to the far side. They've got a tight end on the right side of the line. They've got one receiver to our side of the field as they move right to left. Ball spotted down the 25-yard line. Man in motion. Quarterback's just going to keep it up the middle. Going to pick up about 4 before he's brought down by that inside linebacker.
Speaking of just young guys in the future, if you actually look at our starting lineup, we have quite a few sophomores in our lineup, so that's something to take into consideration. Some of these guys haven't had considerable amounts of playing time, and so this is kind of their first true reps, last week and this week at varsity play speed and play type and things like that. So we have some young guys, and they'll just continue to get better as the season goes on.
Handoff to the right side. Nothing there. Brought down by number 22 for the Mustangs.
See if they run another play. They don't have to.
Jaden Tanner on the tackle. It's 3rd down and 5. 24 seconds and counting. They look like they're going to try to snap it again. There's 23 on the play clock, 18 on the game clock. And nope, coach is going to call them off the field. So, folks, that will do it. The Mustangs made the trip tonight to Collinsville. They knew they couldn't let things get away from them early on. Mustangs were not able to establish that run game. Had some big passing opportunities that would have kept it closer at halftime. They went down behind at halftime. Made some magic happen in the third quarter, but just not enough to do. Fatigue certainly plays a part in it. So the Mustangs lose tonight, 41-21. Blake, any final thoughts from you?
I think there's a lot of good in the midst of the bad and the loss. There's a lot of good that can be said about this game for the Mustangs. Something just to clean up is our defense is actually doing really good at being in the right spot. It's the fact that we got to make tackles. I think our biggest problem is we're not taking full advantage of the opportunities we're given of 3rd and longs or, getting people hit in the backfield and not making tackles. If we can clean stuff like that up, this football team has a bright future ahead of them for this season.
If you're going to make mistakes, make them now. You know what I'm saying? This is not a district game. This game doesn't hurt your playoff implications, doesn't hurt your district standing. So if you're going to make those mistakes, you're going to drop those passes, miss those tackles. Let's get that worked out early in the season. That's why you play pre-district games, is to kind of get your legs under you before you get into those games that really do matter and determine what your playoff situation might look like. And so I agree with you. They've got some stuff to work on, but I'm excited about this Mustang team. I was excited after watching them last week on the road at Fort Gibson and just some of the talents there. Their chins are a little bit down tonight, but Wagner's a high-energy guy. He will make sure this week that they're getting the right conversation, make sure they're getting the right sleep. We talked a lot Wednesday morning about getting sleep. The Mustangs, you can't see it on the video, but they're over in front of the band, and I love that. They're clapping along with the band to the fight song. So, Blake, a good week of preparation ahead of them as they will get ready to Claremore as Claremore comes to town next week. And, man, I appreciate you being with us tonight down there hot on the sidelines, but I'm just going to tell you, it's hotter in the press box.
I'm sure it was. I appreciate it. I had a great time. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Can't wait to see you next week.
Guys, we apologize tonight for all the technical issues, for the delay getting on. We promise in our own home field we can get set up a day in advance next week, so we're going to do that. So for Kevin Hogue, Blake Salt, our statistician Johnny Daramo, tonight punching all the buttons, Charlie, he was there and made us look good. Rick Fisher got it all set up. So, and did you do anything? No, he didn't do anything. So Brett Wigington normally is our camera guy, but anyway, for the Mustang family tonight, we'll see you guys next Friday night. Have a great week and a great holiday weekend.